On the morning of June 10th, 2023, Ohio police were already in position. They were waiting for one person, a woman charged with sexually abusing a 13-year-old boy in her care.
Columbus Police, you got a warrant. Keep your hands where we can see them. You're under arrest.
You got hooks?
We're tactical. And then we gotta secure that.
Roger that.
Thank you. You got anything on you? You got a gun or anything?
Do you have any weapons on you?
You ready for a cruiser?
Okay, we'll go back here, away from.
Yeah.
Have a seat, right? Where you got a gun on you? You gotta have to speak to us. You understand?
Copy that. 501.
You can call my lawyer.
No, we have to make sure you don't have a gun. You can
Throw
answer
your shirt
that.
up here.
Don't have a gun.
Okay, well we're gonna make sure. Okay, have a seat. Have a seat.
The person who got caught by police is Payton Shires. She is a young social worker in Ohio assigned to help a 13-year-old boy. But instead of helping him, what she did with him will haunt you when you know about this.
Is your kid in the car?
No.
Is your kid at daycare?
No.
Somebody is taking care of your kid then?
5-1.
No. Go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and stand up. Are you gonna get sick? You stick on the ground before it don't on the cruiser, okay? You done?
Through the grass.
Let's go. Can we go on this side away from the
Bring it up.
You done?
Wrists are tiny. All right, switch it again. Nothing tucked down anywhere. No, anything. For anything to draw up comes upon even if nothing like
that. She dropped a bunch of stuff up here. Phone and purse, and they're holding it up there. Did I go out on the air? Nice job pulling that out.
Seriously. That's like
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Shires was trying to present herself as a victim rather than a suspect, but the facts told a different story. She had been assigned to look after the well-being of a 13-year-old boy. Instead, she sexually abused him. When the boy's mother went through his messages, she discovered what had been happening and reported it to the police. A woman who was placed in this child's life to help him had done the unthinkable. When officers arrested Shires and searched her belongings at the time of arrest, they found her phone, her IDs, and items that had been taken directly from the victim.
Welcome. Alright, you made it. 10 minutes too late. 5 minutes maybe. We just got here. Someone on your other side.
I'm gonna ask you some questions here. I've got some questions for you, alright? What's the current address for you? Hey, a current address for you? You serve in the armed forces?
No.
And how old are you?
23, 24 today.
You ain't worked for a number, obviously you say you weren't working, but
No. Why am I being under arrest?
well, the detectives are going to talk to you here in a minute, okay?
After her arrest, police took Shires to the station where she was released on a $500,000 bond. But the story did not end there. After her release, Shires showed up at the victim's home with a gun. She claimed that the boy and his mother had ruined her life by reporting her. At some point during the confrontation, she fired the gun. Fortunately, no one was harmed. When police arrived at the scene, they found her standing in front of the gate. Her fingerprints matched the gun's trigger. She was arrested again and remained behind bars until May 2024. At that point, Shires chose to plead guilty to multiple charges: unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, intimidation of a victim or witness, inducing panic with a firearm specification, and discharging a firearm.
I'm really sorry that all of this happened. I feel horrible that the mother and that their family has been affected so horribly by this and by my actions. I was not thinking rationally at the time that I showed up to the mother's house. I was extremely suicidal. I never had intentions to harm anybody but myself, and I'm just thankful that she took the right steps to call the police, and she saved my life that day. I just feel horrible for the mistakes that I made in the social worker-client relationship. I cared for him, I wanted to support him, but my lack of boundaries caused severe mistakes to be made. I'm praying for the family. I've been praying for the family since I've been in jail, and I just hope that they can heal from this. I hope that they can find peace.
When Shires finished speaking in court, the judge had heard enough. She had stood before him and, in her own words, attempted to shift the blame onto a 13-year-old boy. The judge did not hold back. He looked at her and said, "You are the adult. You are the one who was professionally trained to avoid exactly this kind of situation." And with that, he delivered his sentence.
I'm to consider the seriousness of the offense, which is a serious offense. You violated the position of trust that you had. This young man was a child. He was a child. He was 13, 14 years old. That's a child. But I was disappointed in the pre-sentence investigation and that you seemed to blame him a little bit for, like, then, trying to trick you and coerce you into having additional sex, blackmailing you, and you started, the whole incident started. You're the adult. You need to have the boundaries. You're trained professionally to deal with situations like this.
Shires faced up to 28.5 years in prison. She was sentenced to 4 years and 9 months in prison. She will also have to register as a Tier 2 sex offender every 180 days for the next 25 years.